Hi students, my name is Nagendra Babu. My qualification is MSc BD. I have been teaching mathematics since 1998. Today, I am going to introduce a concept related to lines and its properties from 6th class. If we draw two lines, there are three possibilities. They are, if two lines are drawn like this, those two lines may intersect at one point is one possibility. They may coincide with each other. Two lines may coincide with each other. That is another possibility. And they does not intersect at any point. They does not intersect at any point. That is third possibility. So, let us discuss about the third possibility and their properties. Now, these are two lines. If the distance between these two lines is constant anywhere, that means the distance between these two lines here, let us take 3 centimeters. After some distance, the gap between them is also 3 centimeters. If you go on like that, if you extend these lines like this, at anywhere, the distance between those two lines is constant. That means they do not intersect at anywhere, at any point. We call such lines as parallel. The distance between two lines is constant at anywhere. Such lines are called as parallel lines. The best example for parallel lines is railway track. Okay. Generally, lines are denoted with small letters, small alphabets. Let us take two lines. This is line L and let it be line M. These two are parallel lines. If we draw another line intersecting these two parallel lines like this, let it be N. N is the line intersecting these two parallel lines L and M at 2 points, here and here. The line which intersects any two parallel lines is called as transversal. So here N is the transversal of two lines, parallel lines L and M. At these 2 points of intersection, we have altogether 8 angles. We'll get 8 angles. Let it be angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, and this is angle 4. This is angle 5, angle 6, angle 7, and this is angle 8. If you observe these angles carefully, some angles are outside these two lines, these two parallel lines, and some angles are interior of these two parallel lines. Outside angles means exterior angles. Here, angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are exterior angles of these two parallel lines. They are outside these two parallel lines. This side and this side. Angle 1, 2, 7 and 8 are exterior angles, and interior angles, angle 3, angle 4, angle 5, angle 6 are called as interior angles. Among these 8 angles, some are called as alternate angles and some are called as corresponding angles. Let us know the correct meaning of alternate angles and corresponding angles. You have to remember 3 points to get the alternate angles. A pair of angles are said to be alternate angles only if they satisfy all these 3 points. First point, pair of angles on either side of the transversal. On either side of the transversal means one is on the left side and another one is right side. Pair of angles on either sides of the transversal, and both are interior or exterior, and they are not adjacent. If the pair of angles satisfy all these 3 points, then they are called as alternate angles. Let us see angle 3 and angle 4. These two are on either side of the transversal. First point satisfied. Both are interior or both are exterior. So 3 and 4 both are interior angles only. So second point also satisfying, but they are not adjacent. They should not be adjacent angles. But here 3 and 4 are adjacent angles. So third point is not satisfying. That's why we won't call 3 and 4 as alternate angles. The pair of angles which satisfies all these 3 angles are 3 and 5 is one pair, 4 and 6 is another pair, 3 and 5. These two are satisfying these points. That is, they are on either side of the transversal. This side one angle, this side one angle. Both are interior, 3 and 5. And these two are not adjacent angles. That's why 3 and 5 are called as alternate angles, and they lie in the interior of the transversal. That's why 3 and 5 are called as interior alternate angles. 3 and 5 are called as interior alternate angles. Such type of another pair of angles is there, that is 4 and 6. 4 and 6 is another pair of interior alternate angles. What about the exterior angles? Angle 1 and angle 7, these two also satisfying all these 3 points, but they are on the exterior. That's 1 and 7 are the alternate angles. They are in the exterior of the two lines L and M. That's why 1 and 7 are called as exterior alternate angles. Another pair of exterior alternate angles are 2 and 8. So 2 pairs of interior alternate angles are there, 2 pairs of exterior alternate angles are there. 4 and 6, 3 and 5. These two are 2 pairs of interior alternate angles. 1 and 7, 2 and 8 are another 2 pairs of exterior alternate angles. Now let us move on to corresponding angles. A pair of angles are called as corresponding angles if those 2 angles satisfy all these 3 points. First point is pair of angles on the same side of the transversal. Second one is interior and the other is exterior. They are not adjacent. On the same side of the transversal. See here, this is the transversal. On the same side of the transversal, 1, 4, 5, 8 are there. This side 2, 3, 6, 7 are there. Pair of angles. Pair of angles means 2 angles. Pair of angles on the same side of the transversal. 1 and 4 is one pair of angles. 4 and 5 is another pair of angles. 5 and 8 is another pair of angles. But what this second point is saying is, one is interior and the other one is exterior. If you take 1 and 4, 1 is exterior angle and 4 is interior angle, and these two are on the same side of the transversal. But third point is very important. They are not adjacent. Here 1 and 4, these two are adjacent angles, but they won't be the adjacent angles. That's why if you take 1 and 5, angle 1 and angle 5, these two angles, this pair of angles satisfies all these 3 points. That is 1 and 5. They are on the same side of the transversal according to the first point. Next, one is interior and the other one is exterior. Angle 1 is in the exterior, angle 5 is in the interior. So this pair is satisfying the second point also. Third point, which is very important, they are not adjacent. 1 and 5 are not adjacent angles. So 1 and 5 is the pair of angles satisfying all these 3 points. That's why angle 1 and angle 5 is a pair of corresponding angles. 3 more pairs of corresponding angles are there. They are 4 and 8 is another pair. 2 and 6 is another pair, 3 and 7 is another pair. So there are 4 pairs of corresponding angles. Now let us discuss about the co-interior angles and the co-exterior angles. Interior angles on the same side of the transversal are called as co-interior angles. Here 4 and 5. 4 and 5 is one pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Another pair is 3 and 6. So these two pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal. These two are this side and these two are this side. So these two pairs are called as co-interior angles. And co-exterior angles 1 and 8, they are exterior and they are on the same side of the transversal. So exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are also called as co-exterior angles. Another pair of co-exterior angles is angle 2 and angle 7. So pairs of interior angles on the same side of the transversal are called as co-interior angles. Pairs of exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are called as co-exterior angles. These co-interior angles and co-exterior angles are called as allied angles. Allied angles. These allied angles are supplementary. That means angle 4 and angle 5. The sum of angle 4 and angle 5 is equal to 180 degrees. If the sum of any two angles is 180 degrees, then they are called as supplementary angles. So one pair of co-interior angles 4 and 5 are supplementary, 3 and 6 are supplementary. That means angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degrees. Angle 1 and angle 8 co-exterior angles. The sum of those two angles is also equal to 180 degrees and they are supplementary. Angle 2 and angle 7. Sum of 2 and 7 is also equal to 180 degrees. So they are also supplementary. That means interior angles on the same side of the transversal are called as co-interior angles. Exterior angles on the same side of the transversal are called as co-exterior angles. Interior angles, co-interior angles and co-exterior angles are called as allied angles and they are supplementary. Co-interior angles are supplementary, co-exterior angles are supplementary. Okay students, I think you all have understood this concept very well, especially this is for 6th class students, not for higher classes. So I think they have understood this very well. If you have any doubts and if you want to give any suggestions to me, please don't forget to share your comments in the comment box. Please like this video, share this video to all your friends, subscribe my channel and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Thank you.